welcome to this demonstration of Total Easy's full system. You have several screens. You have the credit screen. You can pause this video at any time to read the on-screen instructions. Here you have the introduction, tells you what this program is capable of. Here you have the instruction sheet, just one page that shows you everything you need to know about the program. You can learn it in minutes, literally. This is the profit and intro sheet. Here is listed the 1 to 11 races and the takings for that race for the charity, profit percentage, the dual forecast bets, the tri-cast bets, and the race profit totes up across the page this way to here, and then down into this, which is the total. That's for the charity. The overview page is slightly new now as well, because you have the 11 races. You can edit these here as you could before. You have the business card here. With one press of this you can edit this business card just by double clicking in here. You can change the zoom sizes here. It's set at 100, but you can, if you've got a smaller laptop, you can go down to 80 up to 125, which is that size. And then if you're put it on 100 so you can see, and if you're using a widescreen laptop, then you need the 1366 by 78, which is this one, and that sets it automatically at that size as well. But for my laptop I use this, which is the 100%. You can change the header here on the tickets, so every ticket that's printed will come out with whatever you've deleted mine and put yours in there, and also the footer the same. At the moment it's just thank you for your support, but you can edit that as well. Moving on now to race 1, we have the 1 to 8 runners here. We have here the reset button, which resets all these bets. We have here the new multi-bet. You just put in here £5 or £10 or £20. You just edit this accordingly. You can put up to £99 if you want, and then you just put in there, and it will put, as you'll see, this £50 bet on one ticket, just this one ticket here, which says race 1, and it will put 50 bets on straight into that. Okay, and that's at 50p. So 25 of it went to charity, and 25 of it went to the race fund, the payout fund, and that's basically it. And all the pages are the same there for that. I'll leave it on £5 for our demonstration, and I'll reset that 50. This is a new thing as well. This comes up asking you, are you sure you want to reset, just in case you have somebody else running your tote for you while you're busy. They might press on it by mistake, and it asks the question, are you sure you want to reset 1 to 8, because you don't want to be losing all your bets. Basically that is it there. Now you have the dual forecast. The dual forecast and the tri-cast, quite simply, they roll over now to the next race, and the idea is that by pressing here you print out one ticket. So you go here and you put in selection first is number 2, second selection is number 8, so they chose 2 and 8 for argument's sake, and you press this ticket. Now it places a bet in here, which is one bet, and it's set at £2, so one bet is £2. As £1 for the payout fund, and £1 went into the charity fund. Now it won't show on the profit and intro sheet at the moment, because nothing's showing, because we haven't had a winner on this. And again, likewise here, if we go in here and we put a tri-cast, say they chose 5, 2 and 4 as their tri-cast, press this, it will now put a £3 bet in, which is £1.50 a charity, and £1.50 goes in here for the payout fund. Now again, that hasn't entered it into the system yet, because it hasn't been won. So if you go to race 2, you will see it showing here, because it's a rollover. Let's say it wasn't won in race 1 and it rolled over, both of them, to race 2, and let's say in this instance that somebody else came along and put a bet on tri-cast, and they chose 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, and you printed a ticket, and it will now put another £3, £1.50 to the charity, and £1.50 into the race fund. Now let's say for argument's sake, that you had 20, 30 bets on there, this would be quite a substantial amount. And let's say here, this is a rollover now, so if it wasn't one, both bets would go over to race 3, and so on. But in race 2, let's just make out that the TriCast has been won, this £3's been won, so we reset here. Now if you quickly go to the profit and intro, you'll see at the moment there's nothing showing. No bets, no nothing, because we haven't had a winner. But what we're going to do, we're going to pretend that in race 2 that we had 5-3-2 as the winning combination. So we reset, and it asked you, are you sure you want to reset the TriCast bets? Yes, we do. Now if we go into the profit and intro sheet, you'll see that it's entered that into here. It took £3 and it entered £3 into the system because it was won in race 2. Okay. Now if you go to race 3, you will see now that the only one that's rolled over is the TriCast, because here it was won in the race before, so this starts fresh now. Okay, and that is basically how it works. If this was won in this race, you would reset here, and it would talk there, ask you the question, do you want to really reset? You say yes. So in race 3 now, we have somebody that won race 3, we have somebody that won on the dual forecast, so it's entered into the system there. If it hadn't been won, it would roll over and roll over, so that was be 0-0, and finally down here somewhere it would be 1, as some of ours do, especially on the TriCast. They get to ridiculous amounts, 60, 70, 80 pounds before it's won. And let's say at the end of the night you had a bet, maybe it was won here but not here and not here, you would be left with an amount of money that hadn't been won. So you have several ways to deal with that. You can run another race and let people buy tickets 1 to 8 on the singles or whatever. There's lots of ways of doing it. And just because we're running out of time, I can only put a 10-minute video on here. All the races are the same, and if you look here now in the summary sheet, we have an extra part here which is for adding in your extras, such as bingo, game of bingo, raffle, play your cards right, whatever you do, you can just enter the names such as raffle in here. All this is editable. You just click in and write in raffle, say, and then you put in the amount. You just write in, say you took £35 on that, you click there, click off the page, and it puts £35 in, but it carries it across to your final receipt as well. So when you print out here, it prints this receipt coupled with this receipt. You put in your takings there, as you can see. If you were charging diesel or something, or your expenses were to come out, you just enter it into here and it would deduct it from the night's takings. In the bookies ledger, it's just the same as before. All the bets that you've placed are here in the ledger, and they'll just total up, and you can always come back in case somebody loses or destroys a ticket by mistake. To reset the ledger, you just press on the reset buttons here. Ask you the question, do you want to reset? You say yes, and away you go. Really and truly, that's all there is to it. You can go back to race 1 and reset race 1. Yes, and you can reset here, and yes, and reset here, and yes, and everything now is back to normal. There isn't much more that we can tell you other than buy the thing and practice and have a go, and you'll find yourself it's straightforward and very easy to use. So thank you very much for watching.